What's going on, guys? Joey Franzo with Flex Training Systems here, and today we've got one of those audio only videos. I like these videos because they can help me put out information quickly, and I don't need to worry about my setup or the way that I look or anything like that. I can kind of just get information out while the answer to the question or whatever it is I want to say is fresh in my head. And I can also do it, with my phone sitting in my lap while I'm driving. So I'm killing two birds with one stone. That being said, this video you don't really need me in front of you to talk about nutrition. We are going to be going over quickly some things you can do to help yourself as a young lifter, or maybe not so young of a lifter, gain or lose weight. I get asked oddly more frequently than you would think. I guess it makes sense given that I'm dealing with powerlifters. People, they have trouble gaining weight. Most people aren't going to have that issue, but it's pretty much the same deal for gaining and or losing weight. And basically what you want to do is you need to know where you're at. What do I mean by that? You need to know how much you're eating to maintain your weight. You need to know, once you have your maintenance or close to it, then, you can talk about macros. You can talk about adjusting your macronutrients to kind of allow you to perform well and lose weight, or, gain weight, but not so much weight to the point where, you're just getting fat. So there are benefits to tracking your calories and tracking your macros when you're gaining weight. And I think if you end up deciding to go down in body weight, tracking the entire time, let's say you have a meet coming up and you're 16 weeks out and you weigh like 210 and you want to compete in the 231, so 105. If you track, you can probably gain 15 good pounds. Some of that's going to be fat. That's just how it is if you're a drug-free lifter. But it's a lot better than gaining, 25 pounds and the same amount of muscle. One thing that we need to remember as a natural lifter is you can only gain muscle so fast. I can optimize somebody's training. I can, make sure we're hitting all of our markers on my end as far as like what they're doing in the gym. But after you're eating enough, you can only gain so much muscle so fast. Sometimes guys come to me and they'll give me a goal, right? They'll say, hey Joey, I can pull 500 and I want to pull 550 by this time. And it's like, one, I don't really like being dead set on a number. I'd rather just talk about getting stronger, because I know that I'm going to make you stronger. How much stronger? I don't know. It's different for everybody. Some people, like in 4 weeks, they put 30 pounds on a lift, and it's like, holy crap. And then some people, they just need a lot more work and a lot more. I have to just really pay attention to what's going on with them to get their lifts to move at all. And some people have other things going on that are preventing them from progressing. That's outside of what I can see. But that could be another video. But food is going to help you achieve that goal and gain muscle as fast as you can, and tracking and make sure that you're only going over your maintenance calories by 300, 400, 500, 600 per day. I'd say 400 to 600 is going to be the money spot. You're going to be recovering well. You're going to be smashing weights. You're going to feel good pretty much every session. I'll probably be able to push you a little bit more. Eating more, versus when you're dieting, it's kind of the opposite. 300 to 500. That I don't like giving. I don't like putting that out there because everybody's different. If you're a small female and you cut your calories by 500, you're probably gonna die. So yeah, we don't want to do that. It's different for everyone. It's all relative to the person. Some people are going to be better off gaining or losing 1 or 2 pounds a week. Some people half that. Some people half of that. It just depends. But find out where you're at if you know where your maintenance calories are at, then you can go from there. Pay attention to what the scale is doing. If the scale is going up, then, or down, depending on what your goal is, then you're on the right track, and keep doing that, and don't make an adjustment until you know you need to. One thing I will say is, for losing weight, sometimes the scale can be a little stubborn, and you might want to, if you know you're doing everything right and you know you're tracking everything, and if you're running all the numbers and you're still not losing, just hold out, because if you're right and you're being consistent, it should move. Oftentimes people, they make an adjustment, they wait a week, nothing happens. They make another adjustment, they wait a week, you know, nothing happens again, and then they get really frustrated, and then they just like mentally screw themselves over. And that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to be too aggressive up or down either. You know, taking a more gradual approach and giving yourself time is going to be where the money is at. Too many people, and even, you know, when it comes to choosing a meet, too many people say, all right, I want to do this meet in 6 weeks, and I want to lose, 15 pounds. And it's like, all right, well, you weigh like 65 pounds, and like, that's really putting yourself at a disadvantage when you could pick a meet maybe 6 months later. You could slow roll it into the meet, not have pressure, unnecessary pressure, and be, hit the mark and do what you want to do. So set realistic expectations when it comes to how much weight you want to gain or lose. Another thing I just wanted to say is, when it comes to dieting, you're just going to have to do it. If you know you're going to be eating under your maintenance, you have to be consistent. And the same thing goes for gaining weight. A lot of guys, they're like lean guys, and they don't really eat too much. They eat like birds. You just have to eat more. You have to find a way to eat more, whether it's through liquid, whether it's through, fatty foods. High fat foods are a very convenient way, and they taste good for the most part. And just, gradually do it. If you can't handle adding in 500 calories, try 200. You know what I mean? And just pay attention to the scale and make sure you're consistent. You just have to eat. That's really all there is to it. There's food all around us. Even if you have to eat a little bit of junk to get there, or something extremely calorie dense, like like oils, avocado, just adding in, toppings to your foods. Find something you like and just eat it. Make a shake, before bed, a weight gainer shake or something. And shakes are often really convenient, especially when you're trying to gain weight, because usually those types of people, they're just so full, like they can't eat anymore. They feel nauseous, they want to throw up. So you have to just ease into it. And what I've found is, over time, you get used to it, and then you can eat more, and then you have your good metabolism, and now you're eating more. And then when you want to diet down, you don't even feel like you're dieting, because your metabolism is so good, and you can go back to eating how you were before, when you were a skinny boy. Alrighty, guys, coming up on about 10 minutes here. So yep, I'm not on the screen for this one, but I still want to be able to do these because it helps me put out information quickly, and I don't need to worry about my setting or anything like that. I can just kind of do it when I need to do it and make sure that I'm getting it out there. A lot of these videos are in response to things that are going on with my clients. I have a pretty big team group, and there's a lot of really good conversations that are going on in there. People asking good questions, people asking useful questions, and a lot of these videos are in response to those questions, but it can help anyone. It can help people that are just out there in general, that might be going through something like that. So that being said, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you do not mind the audio. Drop a like if you feel this video deserves to be liked, and I'm gonna try to get on camera or do something with my camera at least twice a week. I'm gonna try. If I could do, 2 of these, or 2 on camera and then maybe 2 off, that would be a nice steady stream of content for you guys. And I would really, I would like to do that, but I'm busier than ever, and I don't want to fall apart. Alrighty, I am rambling now. I hope you guys are all doing well wherever you are, and I will talk to you and hopefully see you in the next video. Thanks.